Ducks ice skating for the Stanley Cup. We catch up with Eli Manning. Wedded bliss, huh? Who knew? But up first, the Spurs and Jazz. Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. Home court in order so far. Utah down 1-2, but playing in Salt Lake. Darren Williams battling the flu. Plenty of fluids, right? If you can keep him down, or to keep Williams down. Second quarter, Williams crosses up Bruce Bowen. He had 18 in the first half, but the Jazz trailed by 8 at intermission. Third quarter, Jazz down 59-52. Look at Tim Duncan. Timmy! Oh, Timmy is blocked by Carlos Boozer, and we go the other way. Jazz on the break. Where's Boozer? Look at Williams. He'll get him to hit. No, don't flop on me. Jazz down 59-54. Look at it again. Boozer. Offside. Swattage. Boozer 18 points, 9 rebounds. Later in the third, Spurs up just one. Tony Parker, little bump there, no call. Down it goes. Spurs up 63-60, 17 for Parker. Williams, he's not through. Jazz down 63-62 at the end of the third. 27 points, 10 assists for Williams. Just stellar play if you were healthy. Really good considering you weren't feeling well. 3 minutes left in the fourth. Spurs up 10. Manu Ginobili, 22 off the bench. That one goes. Spurs build the lead to 12. After the play, Derek Fisher, Ginobili, they bump. Fisher called for a technical foul. Jerry Sloan then is going to get ejected. He called for a couple of them. Ginobili, and he'll get under your skin if you're not careful. It's a gift for some people. Sloan, off he goes. Later in the fourth, Fisher, Ginobili again goes up for a jumper. Fisher gets him. Guess what? Another technical foul. Now, Sloan declined to comment on the tease or the officiating. He says it's only going to get him in more trouble. Fisher gets tossed as well, and the Jazz lose 91-79. So the Spurs' first playoff win in Utah gives them a 3-1 lead. Teams in that position have finished off the series with wins 95% of the time. San Antonio wins the fourth quarter by 11 and gets to the free throw line 25 times. The Jazz shot 2 freebies in the final quarter. Some of those, of course, is tees, but still quite a disparity. 16 of Ginobili's 22 in the fourth. Spurs, 5 guys in double figures. The Jazz, 2. Story of the series. Utah, though, prepared, at least with cliches, to come back.
We're in a dogfight. We got to take it a game at a time. I'm sure a lot of people are counting us out the series. We're going to go down to San Antonio and give it everything we have and try to bring it back to Salt Lake.
If we're going to win Game 5, it's going to be because we play hard and we really fight through it and have a good game. But we know these guys are not going to give us anything, so it's going to be another tough battle.
We put them in a hole now with the 3-1 lead going back to our house. It's a great position to be in. We don't in any way think we're just going to walk in our building and take these guys out. They've showed that they can play with us. They showed that they know what we're doing, and they're very physical. They're going to bring even more of that energy to this to Game 5. So we're going to have to bring our best game to close them out.
Jazz lost their Miles Davis touch Game 4 against the Spurs. It's their first home loss in the 2007 playoffs. They had been 7-0. Jazz were held to 24 points below their home playoff average. Spurs a sparkling 5-2 in the road in playoff games this spring. Rick Carlisle, where'd that home court advantage disappear to Monday?
By winning Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals, the San Antonio Spurs did something they've never done in their playoff history: win a game in Salt Lake City. The Spurs were able to do it behind a balanced, precision attack, and a big key was getting Tim Duncan established early. Duncan was able to go for 10 points in the first half, and they were able to close out the game with Manu Ginobili going for 16 points in the fourth quarter. The Utah Jazz now face the unenviable task of trying to do something that only 8 teams in NBA history have ever done, and that is to come back from a 3-1 deficit to win a 7-game series. This is not going to be easy as we head back to San Antonio.
Yeah, 8 teams have come back. 165 teams did not. Spurs again. First ever playoff win in Utah. They had lost 9 previously, while the Jazz lose at home for the first time this postseason, so they are now 7-1. Manu Ginobili scores 22 in Game 4. The Spurs now 9-0 this postseason when Manu scores 15 or more. Of course, they've only lost 4 times in this year's playoffs altogether. At this point, clearly the class of the West. And Darren Williams, guy's doing everything he can, averaging more than 29 points, 9 assists in the series. They're scoring 16 points in the regular season. Game 5 Wednesday, ESPN 8 Eastern.